Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Central Michigan Chippewas, Mount Pleasant, Michigan. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Central Michigan Chippewas. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Golden Flashes will boot it away to start the game. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Chippewas offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Let's talk for a minute about Central Michigan. With just a few games remaining, they're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking about the conference championship, who you might play. You've still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead, potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. So Kent State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. I think when you watch him, you say he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays, so this offense can really take off.
I think the coaching staff, I think the fans know for the future of this program, they need to upgrade at the position. They'll try to do that in recruiting or the portal. But for right...
Oh, he's got some space. Slips one guy, now he's loose. Turning it on. Inside the touchdown, Golden Flashes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw at Tilstead. Fires to the tight end. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Throws to the wideout. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wide receiver going in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Clark.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Golden Flashes want to crank the tempo. The play action fake. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that lead grows even bigger.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Chippewas come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the draw. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Chippewas have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The Chippewas come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Golden Flashes will hustle to the line. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Are you kidding me? I mean, that's really good defense to take away the pass and take away the big play, but the quarterback just makes absolutely something out of nothing, scrambles around, finds a way to get in for the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. To the air, it's Hillstead. Quarterback strolling away from heat. It's complete on the right side. Good, solid tackle.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with that.
It's a running room. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Chippewas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell. 6 on that play.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Makes the quick grab. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. The Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. From the gun, running back gets to give.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it
into the end zone. Touchdown, Central Michigan. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, let's Let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Harris. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the golden flashes in a good spot here with second and short. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He's got him. Turning on the Jets. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The golden flashes in the hurry-up. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get it through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the golden flashes will punt it away on fourth down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. And the Chippewas now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Hillstead. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
The Chippewas will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on second. Caught in the backfield. It's Hicks.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the third and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back in the zone.
He'll pull it down and run. Short gain on the play before he slides. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, you wonder sometimes if this quarterback, because of the success he's had earlier in the game, running the ball, just thinks every time I scramble, something good is going to happen. I think that time, guys, he should have stayed in the pocket and tried to take a shot, because it looked to me like he had a guy open downfield.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Looking for a huge play. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
No, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the...
Wide open spaces. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Scanning the field, it's Hillstead. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares, problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Kelly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Pulls it in. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. He'll set up to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Townsend. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Back to pass on 2nd down. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Mount Pleasant today, and welcome into the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kelly Shorts Stadium.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They start this 3rd quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here.
Trying to get behind the defense. They've avoided the interception. reception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's third and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Finds the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Got room to work. There he goes! Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Chippewas with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try it over the left side. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
Looking for a crease. It's Caldwell.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying the left side. He's loose. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Sends it back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Townsend. Nice move there. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few. Still some work to do for the first down. The Chippewas come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Chippewas have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9. And the Golden Flashes headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. golden flashes. Send out the punt unit. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Makes a move. And the returner will be dragged down. Central Michigan has it back. Let's see what the Chippewas can do on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up. Going for it all. Catch in stride inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Chips. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And the extra point was good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you...
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Alabama has the lead right now, but this Tide crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet here inside Bryant-Denny. They're up by 11 over Kentucky. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got his man downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
They've given up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
To the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Clark. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the third quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. We've reached the end of the period. Central Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Central Michigan takes over, and we'll get another look at this offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
The Chippewas with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got... Physical. Get off the ball. Get downhill faster.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And the Chippewas trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Hillstead. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The Chippewas getting set on 1st and 10. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Powers forward but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in... And here it is. On the direct snap, it's Townsend. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Chippewas have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. To the air, it's Hillstead. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Kick the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on 3rd down, and a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the 4th.
And this kicker has ice water in his veins. 4th quarter, you need to make the field goal to tie it up, and that kid just drilled it.
Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. Bringing it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Gives it on the option. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the golden flashes, racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The golden flashes come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Wants to go up top, using the back as a receiver on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. They bring the punter onto the field now. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Townsend. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the 1st down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Whistle blows, clock stops, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Townsend running into the open space. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Here we go. They believe they can run right here. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you listen carefully, you can start to hear some of the boo birds coming out from this home crowd. They know their offense needs points, and this late in the game, they're watching them run the ball to no avail.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the snap, it's Townsend. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Dead center perfect. They take the lead just over a minute to go, and now, guys, the challenge, try to stay on top. After putting up a three spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Caught behind the line. It's Perry. Got room at the 35. Across the 35. Out of bounds at the 36. And a really good pickup as they're starting to move. First and 10 for the offense. Takes a handoff. It's Harris. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Finds his man. It's Clark. That play won't make the highlight reel except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. On third down, going up top. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
It is your time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be fourth down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.